So, welcome. We were talking about origin of town, and in that causes of urbanization. What are the main causes of urbanization? Yes. What are the main causes of urbanization?
Transformation of economy,
Transport, yes, and
economic transformation,
economic transformation or diversification, and what we talked about. Some of you told me about one very important reason of urbanization. We talked about
dependency.
an efficient agricultural system. What that does, an efficient agricultural system leads to disposable income, and it leads
Surplus of money.
yes it leads to diversification of economy, and new sectors open up because of that disposable income, because of increased purchasing power, increased affordability of people. So we talked about that an efficient agriculture leads to urbanization. We talked about that transport leads to more urbanization. There was one thing which we often associate with the urbanization, the development of cities and origin of town, that is invention of power-driven machinery. What is that? That is a very important thing. You can see the board.
Yes, sir.
Invention of power-driven machines or machinery. What is that? Invention of power-driven machines. Yes. What is that? What are power-driven
That's all.
machines? Yes. Anyone? What is power-driven machine? Oh, maybe it is visible better. Yes. What are power-driven machines? And what
Big machines
does
which are
they do?
used in,
Yes.
which does good work in industries.
Yes, that leads to industry or industrialization. Okay. And that industrialization, have you heard that term? What is industrialization?
Yes, sir.
Or it is often called by industrial revolution. Okay, where it occurred first?
In Europe.
In yes, Europe, in mainly in UK, Northwest Europe, and specifically United Kingdom or England, what you may call it. Okay, they invented a power-driven loom, and what does that done? You know loom. What does it do? Yes.
So related to textile industries.
it, it is used for spinning yarn, cloth making. Okay, so there was, before the invention of power driven machines or power driven loom, power loom, it was only one spindle which was spinning the yarn. which was making the clothes. In the beginning of industrial evolution, a loom was invented in which many spindles are there. Side by side, many spindles are there.
Spinning
There were 3, 4, 5, 6 spindles were there. They were spinning yarn simultaneously. Okay. So the cloth production was increasing many fold, 4 times, 5 times. Yes. Sometimes it was 10 times or 8 times. As the machines refined, as they refined the machines, the cloth production was increased many-fold, quadruple, triple, quadruple. Okay. One more thing happened at the same time. What was that? आपने सुना होगा. What was that? You need power to run that spindle, isn't it?
increase in dependency on fossil fuels for the production of power.
Fossil fuel, but one very important invention was steam power, steam engine. Have you heard about it?
Yes, sir.
Steam engine was invented by James Watt and other people, and that was used to give power to these machines, these power looms. Okay, and that steam engine does one more thing. It did one more thing. The train started almost at the same time and some years later, and these trains, railways, steam engine was used first in railways, and these trains were used to carry the increased industrial production, say cloth productions. Although it was in many things, it started from the cloth production, but it expands to many things, many industrial production, and the industrial produce was now very quickly or in a very less time was transported to point A to point B, a point A station to B station, hundreds of miles away, hundreds of kilometers away. So what it led to? It led to increased trade. Yes, we talked about that in that class. Trades, and one more term we used. Yes,
Commerce.
services. We these days we use services and trade simultaneously. Okay, so we used. You can see the both clearly,
Not totally, sir.
perfectly. Okay,
Not totally, sir. Half of the word is visible, sir.
half.
Now it's visible, sir.
Okay. Let me increase the light. I think it is more visible now. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So it led to industrialization and invention of power-driven machine, led to industrial evolution, and it led to more trades and services. This is the trades and services are hallmark of these days industrialization and urbanization. Okay? Trades and services. Trade is Yes, we talked about that. Trade is
Exchange of goods in exchange of
exchange
money.
of goods, buying and selling of goods. Okay, the money is the intermediary these days, but in the very ancient time it was a barter system. But we are talking about after industrial revolution, because after industrial revolution the urbanization grew more and more. Okay, so trades and services. Now trade, you know, what are these services? Someone told me about that yesterday.
Loans, insurances,
Yes, banking,
loan,
insurance services, other services, secretarial services,
transports.
assisting services, writing services. Okay, there are a lot of services, and these services are hallmarks of cities. Cities, sometimes we call these services functions. In some cases, we call these functions. So we talked about in the beginning that we will focus our studies, our discussions on three things: origin of town, their development, and functions and services in and around the city. Okay, okay. City gives functions to surrounding area, the services to surrounding areas. Can you name any service Aligarh gives to surrounding areas? Yes,
Transport,
yes. Railways,
job,
transport, you told, banking, education, and many other services. So, to avail these services, what people do? What is the impact on rural areas?
they come for job.
They come for job, and they come for marketing and to avail these services also. Okay, and when they come to the city or Aligarh, like we can take an example of Aligarh. When we come to that city, what they do? Yes, what they do? Yes, what they do? They spend money. Suppose you come to Aligarh or Delhi. Suppose you are going to Delhi. When you will reach, what you will do? You will hire a cab or taxi or auto. You will drink some cold drink. You will take some snacks. Okay, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So what you are doing? You are spending money on city, and city grows by your money. Hundreds and thousands of people daily come to Delhi, and they spend money. They are giving money. They are pumping money. Pumping money is resource. They are pumping resources to. They are giving resources to that city, and taking these resources, the city grows and grows. We talked about some methodologies in the last class. How the city grows, we talked about. We
It
talked about,
expands
yes,
the diversification.
rural urban migration. hmm, The the size of the city grows by rural urban migration, and its expansion, where it gobbles up surrounding areas. Suppose these are surrounding rural areas. City expand and gobbles up, and these rural areas become the part of the city. And its natural growth, natural population growth of city. Okay, and now we talked about the fourth methodology of spending money or resources by taking services to city. That is, we call it non-basic services. Non-basic because you are city grows by basic and non-basic both services, but it grows by non-basic services more, because you are not taking anything in non-basic services. You are availing services only. You are not taking anything from the city. You hail a cab, okay, you use some services. Actually, we go to city mostly to avail some services, okay. You study there, you are going to a library in the Delhi or Aligarh, you are going the city as a tourist, so you are pumping money, you are pumping resources in that city. Is that clear? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. These are main methodologies. And you must have heard about push factors and pull factors. Someone was telling about that in the last class.
It's in the population migration.
There are some pull factors which pulls people to the cities, nearby cities, big cities, nearby towns. What are those pull factors? Someone was telling me. Yes?
So it can be better employment
Yes,
opportunities.
better employment, better opportunities for employment. Yes. And
Better life quality services.
life quality
infrastructure,
services. Yes.
Infrastructure.
Better health care. Yes. A better standard, a higher standard of living. Yes. Isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And a perception of, that is the perhaps the most important pull factor, a perception of better future. When people go to a city, they think that my future or our future will be better by going to the city, isn't it? Hope for the future.
Yes, sir.
And these are main pull factors of city. They can be many more. The city name, the city prestige, the climate of the city, many education is also a pull factor. But there are some push factors. Let's talk about push factors also. Push factors are, yes,
Which will help to migrate to big cities and urban areas.
which pushes the people. So these are in rural areas. We are talking about in the terms of rural urban migration mainly. Okay. So what are the main push factors which drives away people from rural areas to urban areas? Yes.
So it can be lack of opportunities. and
Lack of
also-
opportunities, lack of employment opportunities, and lack of other opportunities. Yes. And
And
Whatever
also,
the cons are urban areas, and the cons of
yes,
are whatever the pros are there in the urban areas can be the cons or the push factor. In the
cons are the push factors and pros are pull factors,
pull
of course.
factors.
Yes, and what are other push factors in rural areas?
so improper health facilities.
Improper health facilities, or you can say lack of health facilities. Yes,
Landless laborers,
landless laborers, lack of employment opportunity. You can say low standard of
Uneducation.
living. Yes, low standard of living, and yes, Varisha, what do you think?
Uneducation.
Yes, education, poor education, or less facilities of education. There are no universities, there are no good colleges. Yes, and
Sometimes it can be the climatic condition, like
yes,
it's
climatic
not in
condition
summer.
also. It can be a climatic condition also. Yes, and
industries.
Yes, yes, Ashraf. Yes, Ashraf.
Industries के कारण.
Industries, there are lack of industries. And one more thing, yes, one more thing, a poor view of future. People in rural area think that our future is not secure. By going to city, actually pull factors and push factors are interrelated. There is a dynamics. This is the push factor here and a corresponding pull factor in cities. This is the push factor in the rural areas. Suppose healthcare, there is a corresponding pull factor in the cities, isn't it? But let's talk about rural urban migration for a while, a little. Is there any stream of urban to rural migration? We were talking about rural to urban migration.
Yes, sir. Sometimes.
Yes, the population.
Yes,
Pollution.
what are the push factors which is driving away and pull factors which is driving away people? Actually, there was a movement in Europe that is called counter urbanization. That was because of urban to rural migration. It takes place there also, and in India also a stream of urban to rural migration is there. So, what are the factors? Why people migrate from urban area to rural area? Yes.
The congestions in the cities and pollution.
Yes, congestion in the cities. Yes, overpopulation, congestion. Yes, and yes, Satiq. Any more?
Pollutions.
Pollution. Yes, pollution in the city is a major driving away force from the city. Yes, pollution. Rural areas offer more unpopulated setting and more clean surroundings. Yes, in this pandemic, a lot of urban to rural migration took place, and a lot of migration from big cities to small cities, second order cities was taking place. Okay, there is one more factor. Yes, a quiet surrounding of rural areas attracts people. Okay. One very important factor in pull factor to urban areas we have left. That is, some people leave the villages because they think that they are not marketing us. There is not a good market. They are not malls. Malls attract people. Good market attracts people, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And so these are the very, very important factors, and any more factor of any more cause of urbanization you can suggest? There are many. Yes.
So urbanization.
Yes, urbanization is there. Sometimes a rural area transforms into urban area by diversification of economy, by development of market. When we will discuss about progression of urban rural to urban systems, then we will talk about it. We will discuss about defining characteristic of city and suburbanization in the next class. Okay, come prepared for that.